Today I'm going to show you how to use Padlet. It's one of my favorite Web 2.0 tools, and you can really do some great things with it in the classroom. So to get to Padlet, you just go to padlet.com and then you can log in using your school Google account and just follow the prompts. Now once you get to Padlet, you can go up to the top right hand corner, and that's where you can choose to make a Padlet. Now there's a few different options. The most common one that you're going to use is probably the wall. This gives us space, a large wall space for all students to create a post that can be then shared with the class in a live situation. And on that wall you can put a whole range of different things, information, links and other things like that. So in terms of this area and the setup, you're going to put your title. Today I'm just going to use what is mindfulness, and then please mindful. And then here down the bottom you can change the Padlet address to make it easier for students to access and to type out, because this can be quite confusing. So in this case I'm just going to call it maybe 8 Campion Mindful. The appearance, you can choose the appearance and the wallpaper, either solid colors, gradients, etc, etc. We'll just change that for now to show you how that works. The color scheme, font types, the position of the posts, the way that the order comes in. You can also have it so that viewers are able to comment on the posts. Now, if you're worried that you're in a class where students might use the wall in an incorrect way, you can require approval for all the posts and also filter profanity. Usually in a class I've never had any issues with this. I just explain to the students that I can see who's posting the different things and to use it in the correct fashion, and they're usually really good. And then from there it's just going to next after you've been through all those settings, and then start posting. So you can see here padlet.com.au/nashar8campion. You can then give that link to any students in your class, and then they will be able to make a post on the wall. So in terms of making posts, they can double click anywhere on the wall, and the area here will come up to include information for the Padlet. You can do they can put information, they can go and search the web and find photos, links, images. So once they've found an article that works for them, they can take the link, they can put it across, and it will bring up the link in there so that others in the class can see that, and then they can write some information about the thing that they're talking about. And then once they've completed the post, when they post it, it will be accessible for everyone in the class to see. So that will go up onto the Padlet, and you'll have a range of different Padlet being published by all the different students popping up on the screen, and it's a really great way to brainstorm information within a class group. Once the Padlet's finished, it can be stored somewhere, and you can keep it open so students can continue referring back to it. It can be used for basically anything in terms of research or just brainstorming activities, however you want to use it. You can also share it to different areas within Canvas, so you can share and export here. So you can copy the links, you can get QR codes, emails, you can even embed it into website or blog. That means that it can be embedded into Canvas using the rich content editor as well. So once you've finished with the Padlet there, you can basically just go back to the main Padlet page, and you'll see there the new Padlets created on your wall. And as you start making more Padlets, they'll start building up. One of the other neat things is usually you would only use an individual Padlet for a singular class. So I would use this one for 8 Campion. If I had another class that was going to use the same Padlet wall, you can go into these and you can duplicate them. Okay, so if you had a Padlet that you wanted to use for another group, what you would do is you'd go into the Padlet, and then you've got this remake function on the side here. You can click on there. You can copy the design, the layout, all of the different information, all the settings, and click submit. Once you've done that, that's going to remake that exact same Padlet with the same settings. And the only thing you usually will need to change in there is the Padlet address. So this class, for instance, instead of being 8 Campion, it might be 8 Castillo. And then once you've got the new address in there, you click save. And then you can go back to the Padlet wall and you can see I've got a remake of that original Padlet. The only thing I'd need to do there is go into the Padlet and change the title of the Padlet, which is pretty straightforward, and you can do that at the top here. Now, the other thing that you can utilize with Padlet is there is a Mac Padlet app. So if I was to log out here and we go to the main Padlet page, you can see here there's an install the Mac app. All you need to do is download that app, and you can download and install Padlet onto your computer. So we'll go through that process now. So once Padlet's installed on your computer, you need to make sure that you sign into Padlet the same way as you sign into the website. You can use your school email and log in for that. All right, so once that comes up, log in with Google. It will prompt you through here. Choose your school email address. Open Padlet. And you now have the same dashboard. So instead of needing to access it via your web browser interface, you can access it via an app on your Mac, which for some people would rather access it this way. Both work completely fine. I rather use the web browser through Chrome. I hope you found this interesting, and I hope it gives you some tools that you can use within your classroom. Thank you.